Hey guys, so I'm gonna do another get ready with me video today, and I'm gonna skip over a few steps to make the video shorter because yeah, that video yesterday was crazy long. So if you want to see these first three products I'm going to show you in action, you can see it on yesterday's video. All I've done so far is I have moisturized my lips with the Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment. And then I used Maybelline Baby Skin Foundation Primer. And I used Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and my shade is number 120 Classic Ivory. So that's all I've done so far, and like I said, it's in yesterday's video if you want to see it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my under eye area, and I'm going to use a different combination of products than what I used in yesterday's video. I'm going to keep trying different combinations of things to see how that works out. So what I'm going to start with today is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion color corrector for dark circles, just like I did in yesterday's video, except for what I'm going to put on top of it is going to be different than what I used in yesterday's video. So I don't use the cushion thing that comes with it because there's no way you can get any kind of preciseness with that. So I'm just going to use the Sephora concealer brush to apply it. So I'm going to stipple some of that on the dark circle area and then blend it a little bit. So what I'm going to use today for key products is I'm going to use another one of those NYX Vivid Brights cream color eyeshadows, and this one is in the shade Glam Rock, and it's a rose gold. It's stunning, you guys. And the finish on it is different than the finish in the orange one that I showed you yesterday. That was a matte, and this is more of like a frost finish, but I'll show you that when I get to it again. And on my lips, I'm going to do like an Oxblood red. I'm going to use Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in Sugar. So those are the key products. Okay, now instead of doing what I did yesterday, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I've used many times, but I've never used it over this peach corrector. Normally when I do the Tarte Shape Tape, I just do it by itself. So let's try it today over the peach corrector. So I'm just going to dab some of that on, and I'm going to do the V form. And that just seems to work better with this particular product, doing it that way. And I'm in the shade Light in this product. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my Beauty Blender. We'll see how that is compared to the combination that I used in yesterday's video. Okay, it's different, but I don't know that it's necessarily any better. And just out of curiosity, this is kind of a more drying concealer, but I'm just dying of curiosity to see what would happen if I did use the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder over this. Hopefully it won't make it too dry, but I just want to try it and see what the end result would be. So I'm going to use a little bit of that, And I just dumped some inside the cap. And going to use my Real Techniques setting brush. So I'm going to swirl the brush in there with the product, tap off the excess, and then press that into the darkness. I don't really see any difference. So I guess this is sort of a unnecessary step, because I've never had any issues with this concealer creasing or anything. Yeah, I don't really think that made any difference, but just wanted to try it to see. It's fun to use different combinations of products to see what the end result would be. Okay, so what's next? Contour. NYX Wonder Stick. That's what I've been reaching for lately. One side has a contour on it, the other side has a highlight. So I'm going to use that in conjunction with the MAC Dual Fiber 130 brush. I'm just going to put some of that on. And then blend it. I like the texture of this product. It just blends really nice. The color is good too. This is in the shade Light Medium. Let me double check. Yeah, Light/Medium. Okay, I'm going to use the same blush that I used yesterday because my eyes and lips are going to be pretty intense today, so I just want a nice muted blush. This is NYX Nude'tude. This is part of their HD line, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques 300 brush from the Luxe line. So I'm just going right on the edge of that contour. And then for a highlight today, I'm going to use the theBALM Mary Luminizer. And looks like I didn't bring out a separate brush for that, so I'm just going to take the setting brush that I used for that translucent under eye powder, just try to dust off some of that, because this is actually a nice brush for highlighter as well. Just go right across the top of my cheekbones. Can you tell that when I do this side of my face it's really awkward? I don't know why that is, but when I use the monitor, I have that problem. Whereas when I do it with a makeup mirror, I don't. Something about the way the images are, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted sort of a subtle, natural thing going on here with the cheeks because the eyes and the lips are going to be intense. Okay, so that brings us to the eyes. All right, let's talk about this product just for a minute. This is the NYX Vivid Brights Cream Color Eyeshadow. This is the fourth one that I've showed you because I love, love, love this product. And this is a rose gold with a frost finish. And you might be wondering how this compares to the MAC Paint Pot in Rubenesque, because that's what I was wondering. So I'm going to show you. Okay, this is MAC Rubenesque. This is NYX Glam Rock. So they're both a frosty, peachy, golden peach, but the Glam Rock is a deeper shade and it is very, very intense. So, do you need both? Probably not, but it's nice to have both. Okay, so I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics 129 brush. Anything small and dense will do for the application. And I'm just going to swirl that in the product. And I'm going to put that all over the lid and into the crease. I'm going to add a little more. It's better to build it slowly than end up with more than what you want. Okay, I'm just going to add a little more. So this is the, I think that, yeah, this is the first one that I've used that's this frost finish. The other three that I used were matte. So this doesn't seem to be as pigmented as the matte ones. So this look is not going to be as intense as I thought it was going to be. Ooh, I just had an idea. What if I also used a little bit of that MAC Paint Pot in Rubenesque? Because the colors, like I said, they're both like a golden peach. So I could leave this NYX one on the outside, put a little bit of this on the inside. That might look really pretty. Let's try it. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush. Yeah, let's put a little bit of the MAC one on like the inner half, or the first inner 3/4. Oh, I like that because it gives it like dimension. It's the same color family, same tone and everything, so they seem to pair well together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Anastasia contour kit in light to medium, and I'm going to use this bronzer. It's the second row, the third shadow, and it's called Havana, and I'm going to put a little bit of that in the crease. I think that a matte bronzer would look nice with these peachy gold or rose gold shades. I'm going to use a NYX blending brush. This is number 16, and I'm going to just lightly tap my brush into this because this is very, very pigmented. And I'm going to start on the outside corner and do small circles fading inward like that. And then without putting any additional product on the brush, I'm just going to keep blending that until I like the end result. Yeah, that pairs really good with that color. Okay, so just lightly pressing the brush. Should have did my brow bone highlight first, because I don't like to do that last because sometimes it messes up your crease work. So let's do that though. I'm gonna use the BALM Mary Luminizer with a e.l.f. contour brush. Just going right in that brow bone area, blending it into the brow. And then inner corners. Okay, so did it mess it up? Yeah, a little bit. So let's grab that brush that I just had. This one needs to come up just a little bit higher in that outside corner. Might as well do the same thing on this side. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to put a little bit more product. I hate to do that because this is so pigmented. So just barely touching it. And just kind of dabbing it in the corners. Okay, now I'm gonna take it down a little bit onto the eyelid, just on the outside part. Okay. All right, I'm going to use, if I can find it. I must have left it in the other room. Be back in a sec. Okay, I'm going to use an eyeliner that I haven't used yet. I think I might have showed you this in a haul video, but I'm not 100% positive. This is one of the new NYX Faux Black eyeliners, and they are specifically made for the waterline or the tight line if you wanted to use it that way. So this is the shade Oxblood, and I haven't used this yet, but I'm going to use this on my waterline. Okay, and you definitely don't want to use just this color because, you know, as you can see, it's red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that, well, either one of them actually, the colors that I used on my eyes. I guess it would make more sense to use the darker one, the NYX one, and I'm just going to use a Zoeva pencil brush. So I'm going to put some of that on the lower lash line. So it's going to go under that other color. Okay, and on the tight line, I'm going to do black, but I'm not going to use that awful Revlon eyeliner that I used yesterday. And you know, that wasn't that old of an eyeliner, but it was so dry. I think I'm just going to throw it out. Yeah, I haven't even had it that long, so I used to like those eyeliners too. So instead, I'm going to use this Lakme eyeliner. This brand, I buy this at the Indian grocery store that I shop at. I've never seen it anywhere else. It's a makeup brand from India. That's the only product they have is the eyeliner. I wish they carried other things. I'd love to try them. So this is just a black Kohl Kajal eyeliner, perfect for tight lining. Because it's really rich and matte black, non-irritating, and not expensive. Okay. I bought this when I took a break from YouTube last year, and it was one of the few things that I bought during that time period because I wasn't really buying much makeup. Okay, I'm going to go put mascara on and do my brows, and I'll be right back because that will cut out a little bit of the time. Okay, so I used Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara on my bottom lashes. Then I used CoverGirl So Lashy blastpro Mascara on my top lashes. Then I decided that this look would look way better if I used false lashes. So I ended up putting on some false lashes, and these are the LA Colors Dramatilash in Diva 976. I get these at Dollar Tree, and they are amazing for $1. I feel like they hold up just as long as lashes that I've bought at other price points. And so if you've never tried the LA Colors Dramatilash lashes at Dollar Tree, you're spending too much. And then I also use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in clear. That's what I use for lash glue, in case you're interested. It's latex free. And I did my brows with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame Set Brow Pomade in Light Brunette. So yeah, this look, I don't know, it just looked like it needed lashes to me. Alright, so all that's left is the lips. And I'm going to start off with my NYX lip primer. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to use the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Sugar, which is number 20. I love the way these smell. Smells like baked goods. See what I did just there? Yeah, you wouldn't think that that would work. You would think it would get all messed up, but I've been doing that lately, off camera, taking whatever I put on the bottom and transferring it to the top just by pressing my lips together, then just adding a little bit more to define that top line. And yeah, looks like I got a little gap right there. So I'm just gonna go touch that little gap up in the other room because the monitor is not so easy to work with. So I'll be right back in a second. Yeah, so this lip product is not for the faint of heart. This is maybe the deepest, most dramatic lip product that I own. And as it turns out, I was afraid that the eyes would end up being too dramatic for the lips, but they didn't come out as dramatic as I thought. So maybe that's a good thing, because if the eyes had been really deep, dark, and crazy, it might have been too much with the super dark lip. So that is the finished look, you guys. I'm going to shut the camera off for a second and see if I can change this lighting just a little bit to give you like a different vantage point. Okay, so this is what it looks like in different lighting, and the lighting kept changing when I was setting it up to film, and so this lighting is a little bit better, and yeah. Okay, so that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.